So what does a full day include? Let's start a full day photography. So as standard, we do a kind of maximum of 10 hours, a 10-hour day. You can obviously, if you've got a really long day, you can add extra hours, okay? But 10 hours covers everything. If you're bridal prep all the way through first dance, 9 times out of 10, that's going to cover it. Unless you're having a super early start or a really late finish, 10 hours is more than enough. So why have I got a 10 hours coverage as standard? Well, as I say, it covers everything. Yet if I'm being honest, if I didn't put 10-hour max down, some of you cheeky brides would have us there from like 6 AM when your makeup earths turn up till midnight or whenever the party ends to the last dregs. So we kind of put the 10 hours on there to combat that, right? But as I say, 10 hours is plenty of time to get everything in, and you can always add a couple of extra hours if you need to. So we're taking photos all day long. We're very relaxed, right? We're not running your day. 95% of the time, we are sitting in the background, capturing what's going on. But obviously, we know how weddings work. We normally, we've worked with a lot of the venues, so we'll guide you when we have to, but what we are not looking to do is to control your day. We will, of course, arrange any family shots. We advise you don't go crazy on the family shots. It's your wedding, you can have as many family shots as you like, but you don't want to spend your whole reception hour and a half in a line doing photos. So again, when we send you a questionnaire, it will have a little bit of guidance on there, but normally you do sort of 10, 12 family shots, and we'll obviously, that's what we do, we'll arrange that and get that done. We stay all the way through, so say to the first dance, and then we stay a few tracks after. Once we've got plenty of the evening, the dancing and stuff, we kind of got what we need. Depending on what photo package you have, once we've culled down the images, you receive all the photos. The average is, with one photography, say 500 photos, can be 600. There's no limit to the amount of photos. You're going to receive the online gallery, all high resolution. You can download, print and share those as you wish. When it comes to the film, same obviously deal, you've got up to 10 hours max. Again, very relaxed. We're not controlling your day, especially with film. If we start, trying to get you to perform to the camera, it's not going to work, So, the day is very relaxed. We'll gently guide you, but the trick is just to keep things relaxed. Same thing, we're going to be there from bridal prep all the way through to the first dance and the first part of the evening. When it comes to the ceremony and speeches, we use multiple cameras and obviously professional mics, so the sound is of a high quality. When it comes to couple shots, this is up to you guys, right? But most of the boutique, what I call boutique couples, they tend to be very relaxed. They want to enjoy the day, okay? So obviously, but we want to get some nice photos and video of you two. But it doesn't have to take very long. We'll go for a little walk for 10, 15 minutes around the venue. That's all we need, is to go for a little walk. We might do that once before dinner, once after dinner. Very relaxed, and we'll get plenty of stuff, plenty of shots for both film and photos in that time. What you actually receive at the end of the day with the film, so you're going to get highlight film. Depending on the package you have, the most popular one we do is the 10-minute highlight film. 10 minutes, we find, it's long enough to get everything in, but not too long that it starts to get boring. The whole thing with the highlight film is that it should be engaging all the way through. That's why you get to choose your music. We use little bits of the speeches and the ceremony run throughs, really just keeps that emotion flowing. But that is it. The highlight film is all about gorgeous, juicy moments all the way through the film. As well as the highlight film, you're going to receive the ceremony and you're going to receive the speeches in full. So there's 3 films you're going to get in total. You're going to have the highlight film, all the juicy stuff all put together is in the highlight film. But then you've got the ceremony in full, multiple cameras, speeches in full, multiple cameras, and then that's your family heirloom. That's what you're going to have your kids and your family to hand down for basically ever. Of course, there's other packages, other options. Check them, the brochure, the extra section. You can have a cut of the first dance if you want. Some couples, if you want one of those couples, to be honest, they're few and far between, to be honest, that do a bit of a dance, you know, for their first dance, you want that captured in full, we can do that on multiple cameras, no problem at all. Basically, we are looking to make your day run as smooth as possible and you guys get to enjoy the day. Don't forget to catch the whole series of frequently asked questions. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll also see loads of our latest films coming out on there, so you keep up to date with what we're doing. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful and blessed day.